What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Hayden. This is where we talk about all things business, finance, and entrepreneurship. If you're new here, a big portion of this channel is dedicated to Turo. And if you don't know what Turo is, it's essentially the Airbnb of cars, giving you a platform to use to be able to rent out your personal vehicle to offset the cost of vehicle ownership, depreciation, and make some money on top of it. Now, I've been a Turo host for about a year and a half now, and it's been some ups and downs. I just posted my last video, which I will link right here. Or here, it's somewhere up there, on how because of Turo, I essentially have nearly 30 months of no car payments for 18 months of work. So there are some great benefits to having Turo and using Turo, and that's why I'm still on it, even though there are a lot of problems. Now, it's really easy for YouTubers to just talk about problems because, well, it's easy and it gets the most views. Granted, all the criticism I've given Turo isn't because I'm just looking for views on YouTube. It's because when you're getting into any business or doing business with any type of partner, I think it's really important to know the type of risk you're going to get into and the potential losses from somebody who's in the business and can give it from personal experience, not just some idea I've pulled out of the sky. Now, I'm starting to see Turo start picking up again, and if you're new here, that's probably why you're on this video, is you're researching, hey, should I even get into this whole Turo thing? That's going to be your decision. I'm not trying to weigh you on either side. I just want you to know the risk and the exact problems that I have had along with all other hosts. So without further ado, these are the 5 terrible things that will happen to you and your vehicle when you host on Turo. Number 1, I don't know how it's still a thing, but people are going to smoke in your car. I don't get it. It says it pretty clear through Turo's terms and conditions, your ad, when you message the guest, and what I do is a simple script for every single rental. It goes like this. I say,
"Hi, I just want to let you know, no matter what, if you smoke in the vehicle, it's $250. If you smoke in the vehicle, then clean the vehicle, $250. If your friend smokes in the car, cleans the car, and it still smells like smoke, it's $250.
And somehow, people will still smoke in the car and then be upset they have to pay $250. But it's gonna happen, and if you don't really care about your car too much and you don't mind cleaning it yourself, think of it this way. Somebody's paying you $250 to let you smoke in their car. To a lot of people, that's your entire car payment for the month. So it depends on the person, but it could mess up your next rentals if you don't have the car cleaned up in time. Also, guys, before we go on any further, if you're in this video, it's obviously about making extra money. That's why you're interested. And if you haven't got set up on WEBULL yet, it's free money. WEBULL is a platform that allows you to trade stocks, options, and ETFs, and they're running a major promotion with a link down below, which is essentially free money. If you sign up to the link below, it helps both of us out, and if you deposit $100 into your account, you're going to get 2 absolutely free stocks that are valued between $12 and $1,400. You don't have to spend the money, you don't have to trade the money, invest the money. You just have to deposit $100 with the link below. Just for full transparency, these are the stocks that I have gotten so far. My girlfriend actually got a stock that's valued over $100. So what do you have to lose? But anyway, let's get back to the video. Number 2, and probably the thing that most people are worrying about, is damage or accidents to your car. Knock on wood, I luckily have not had a serious accident in any of my cars, but there has been some damage. I've had some rim rash, a couple dings and dents here. I even had one guy somehow drive up onto a parking curb, which messed up the catalytic converter and a couple things in the undercarriage. And these are all things that, unfortunately, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Now, luckily, through every single one of my claims for damage that has come out, I've been 100% reimbursed, and sometimes even a little bit more on top of it. But it's something you definitely need to keep in mind, and why insurance is so important getting it through Turo. Me personally, I'm on the standard plan. I don't feel like it's worth going down, and to give the extra 5% so I have a rental car while if my car is damaged and in the shop doesn't make sense because I have multiple cars anyway. But again, it's something that you need to weigh out. Number 3, another terrible thing that is going to happen to your car, and it sucks, is people are going to leave your car filthy. I would say most people are better with that than the smoking. I've probably had more people smoke in the car than leave the car a mess, but it does happen. They're just gonna leave trash and food and bottles, and in some cases, alcohol and crystal meth. Yep, I'll link a video here. It's something you kind of just can't get around. Some people just don't care. Luckily, again, Turo does have policies in place to kind of offset your inconvenience with some reimbursement, such as the reimbursement tool for cleaning fees that are under $50. For me personally, especially with everything going on right now, I have a mandatory $30 cleaning fee. It's not a bait and switch. I don't tell them, hey, if you pay 30 now or 50 after, it's 30 bucks. And I let them all know, hey, if you didn't purchase the post-cleaning trip, it's $30. I'm not gonna beat you guys over the head with it later on, as long as the car isn't disgusting with spills or food and drinks and smoking and all that, just basic cleaning, because every single one of my cars needs to be disinfected along with pretty much everybody else on Turo. But yeah, people do it. Some people just don't care about your property. Number 4, and this isn't a big deal because it's gonna happen with any business you're in that's customer related, you're gonna deal with some real rude people. You're gonna deal with people who are gonna almost laugh that you're renting out your car. You're gonna deal with people who want everything you have for free on the car. And the way I look at that is it's not that big of a deal, because again, that's any business where you're going to be close with the customer. And the best way I handle it is just being as professional as possible, letting them know, hey, you're not required to book my car. There's thousands of other cars in this area. I'm a top rated host. I'm an all-star host. And if you want to be treated fair, you could work with me. If you want everything for free, then go get a car that is $15 a day from somebody with 0 stars, 0 ratings, and let me know how it works out. But again, that's just business. Number 5, probably the most important thing you need to be concerned about for your car on Turo if you're getting into this is the depreciation. If you are using your personal car that's fully yours without a second car and then putting it on Turo, you are going to rack up so much mileage, so much extra maintenance cost, and that is not going to ever be reimbursed through Turo. The way people will offset that is just by simply selling their car later on. So even though it's a bit cheaper, the earnings you have from Turo will help offset that. But you really need to be the one that's running the numbers and figuring out, is this worth it? If I have a trip come up and they're booking it for 1,200 miles and I'm gonna make, $150, is that worth it in the long run? Personally, what I do with my Mercedes-Benz, because the depreciation is so important and the mileage is so important to me, even though it's not my sole car and I work from home, I do a 100 mileage per day, no more than that. And if you would like to book unlimited mileage, it's $50 per day. Normally with that car, most rentals are between 3 to 4 days when they do book. So mileage has never been too crazy, especially where I live, because everything is pretty close. But it's something you definitely need to keep in mind, especially for the higher end cars that you're gonna be putting on Turo. So guys, that about wraps it up. There's highs and lows to this, bumps in the road, no pun intended. I love that one. And it's not to scare you from getting into Turo. These are just the things I want people to know before they get into it and think it's gonna be this amazing experience. They're gonna make a ton of money, do no work. There is definitely some risk to it, and I want you to be aware of it. And if you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell below, and drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think. If you've already had other experiences on Turo that I didn't include here, I definitely want to know about it, and it helps the community. But until next time, thanks so much for watching.